Eisler CPA is a local company, and they have 6 partners and 27 employees. They have been in the community a long time.
Bruce in particular is committed to the community, and one of the things that I'm most impressed about is they've incorporated their giving into their business model.
About 5 years ago, the partners decided to formally adopt sustainability as part of our formal business model, and for us that meant a triple bottom line of people, planet, and prosperity. The prosperity was sort of a given for a CPA firm, but we also felt that we've been doing a pretty good job on the people part of that for a long time. I don't think of us as impacting the planet too much, but we thought, hey, let's check into it. Hired some consultants, and they identified 30 different things that we could be doing to be more friendly to our environment. We expect / require every employee from first year up to the owners to be involved in the community a minimum of 50 hours every year.
It works really well for them, not only for marketing purposes, but also for employee retention. Folks who come to work and are allowed to make a difference in an organization other than, in their everyday work tend to be happier employees and tend to stay longer.
Ours is a service business. Relationships are key to providing good service. By asking people to be out there in the community doing something they enjoy for an organization they believe in, without their really knowing it, they are developing all kinds of relationship building skills. And they're learning things that they don't learn in school.
As we know, CPAs are very, very busy during certain times of the year, but they still manage to get out and be part of the community.
I think last year, total, we had over 2,500 hours of paid community contribution, which is the equivalent of what we expect 2 full-time people to be billed out. So in effect, the way I look at it is we paid for 2 people to be out in the community full-time in the course of a year.
One of the things that's impressive about their volunteer hours is that they take a strong leadership position in their volunteering, and that's unusual to see companies do that.
Eisler & Company is volunteering on multiple levels, individually, like Hal mentioned, but also as a firm providing teams of folks for the United Way Day of Caring. I believe they had a team in the Cancer Relay, those sorts of things where they're getting folks to come together as a unit.
We've also decided to adopt Food for Lane County so that anybody who comes here, whether it's an employee or a client, is encouraged to provide a contribution.
The Shed Institute is a musical venue here in Eugene. It's been very popular, and that's something that they've contributed to for a long time.
For the last 20 years, we've been a supporter at one level or another. Started out with a very small little commitment, a small little contribution, and then every couple of years we would step it up a little bit, get involved in a little bit more. And I think it was 8 or 9 or 10 years ago, they were starting a concert series there. We stepped up and said, let us be the title sponsor for that, and we've continued as title sponsor for that concert series, and it's grown now to somewhere probably around 30 or so concerts a year.
They seem to know where they want to spend their time and their money. It's not like they're spread all over town, but where they plant their seed, good things grow.
Accountants need to be creative, and so having some interest in the arts is, I think, valuable to our employees, to not just be numbers, rigid, oriented, keep your head down, be out there involved in the community, be out there expanding your creativity.
they set an example for the community, very much like the many banks do, including Pacific Continental. We have similar programs, similar volunteer programs. And as an example to the community, other businesses in the community respond to that, and they attract similar businesses that also contribute to the community. It's a nice combination, and companies doing good things together get good results.
Giving back to your community is not necessarily a no-brainer for the average businessman who's struggling and trying to keep his head above water. So it's important for us, I think, to show other businesses that this can be a critical part, an important part of what you do. It's part of your life.